Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, what's up? I screwed up, y'all. First of all, my get up early intention was a total fail. I could get more into that in a little bit, but now I'm starting later than I have ever started before. And anyways, I'm getting the laws of the universe ready for us after I just drank my hot cacao drink. And I'm like, why aren't these numbers adding up? Like, it's like we did 63, 64, and then it like jumped to 67. And I was like, what the heck? So I looked through my packet and my pages were out of order. I know, right? Because usually I'm so perfect. So yesterday I read you the beginning of Law 64, but when I turned the page, not realizing that the pages were out of order, I actually read you the end of Law 66, the Law of Pattern. So if it didn't quite make sense yesterday, I screwed up. But I would take responsibility for everything. If I'm taking responsibility for my dog's bad behavior, then I guess I have to take responsibility that I put these pages. One of them must have printed out incorrectly, so I'll have to watch that. But as far as I know, we have done 64 laws correctly. But so you got the beginning of the Law of Order of Creation yesterday, but then you got the end of the Law of Patterns. So we basically co-created our own unique law yesterday. So I will read you the entire, I'll review the 64 and give you the actual accurate ending of that law. And then this is kind of funny. The law that we're doing today is the law of patience. So have patience with me. I will have patience in my life. And I was actually just having a conversation last night at like 2 in the frickin' morning with my daughters about, how I had to manifest patience when they were little, because we had quite the emotionally charged day yesterday just with them. They're processing so much, and with all of this with my mom and my littlest bear especially, because, she's had like her own health issues, my mom, and then on top of that, her dad is not staying here anymore. So like she, as a Sagittarius, is like completely overwhelmed and sad and dramatic. And and of course, as like most Sagittarians do, they wait until, 1:30 in the morning to bring it up. All right. So anyways, the law of patience is appropriate for me today. I don't know if it has like anything to do with our I wanted to say petty 3D situations, but let me tell you what, patience was huge for me when I first became a mom. Like I wasn't planning on becoming a mom again, let alone back-to-back babies. And the one thing that I was completely aware of that I did not have enough was patience. I was like, just wow, like irritated. And that was one of the first things that I manifested deliberately. More patience. I had a locket, a necklace that opened up, and instead of putting a picture in there, I put a little circle with a goddess drawn on it, and I wrote down the things that I wanted to manifest in my life. And I feel like there was 3 things on it, but I can only remember right now patience and self-acceptance. So just to let you know how long I've been working on that one as well. But I got the patience down pretty good. Self-acceptance, that's a little bit of a longer journey for me. But I am well into that as now too. I really am. Turning 40, turning 41, being able to shed the 30s like an old snake skin. Like, I just shook my way out of the 30s. I released so much, and a lot of that was body issues and, pleasing other people and things like that. So as I journey into my 40s, I really do feel like I am more solidly becoming who I am and being cool with that, and loving my body and respecting my body and accepting my body for the way it is. It's literally like no one else's. And sometimes that's hard when you're the odd man out. And, like everyone in the world is curvy, and yeah, sure, they all want to lose weight, but they're like in their like full form goddess selves. And yeah, everybody's on the heavier side of the scale. And then me being like basically a freaking machine, so muscular and, like straight up and down, pretty much all places, super just, yeah, hard sometimes. Like, I don't have a soft body. I'm like skin and bones and muscles. And it's like, all the heavy girls are like, oh, they think they have it so rough. Like, but it's like, you're the majority anymore, and from my perspective, like, I am the one who has trouble finding clothes. So anyways, working on that. Thank you, Stretchy Pants. You fit everybody. So today we're going to do the law of patience. And I'm going to reread, since I totally just made up my own law of order of creation. I didn't make it up. My pages were screwed up. So let's do that, and then we'll grab some cards. So I will reread law number 64. I got the beginning right of the law of order of creation. The beginning of law carries all the way through, right? And that which comes or begins first is conceived in spirit. Then it grows in the mental and manifests in the material. So that was right. But if the next sentence didn't make sense because I was combining two different laws, here's the go at it again. So first, it was the means and source or manner by which the powers that be made the centralization for making known to the children of men and children of God the directing forces or powers. So that is a little different today. Man eventually turned this into that channel for destructive forces. While man developed in this direction for many centuries, humans are leaning toward light. We are reaching toward the critical point of more in the light than in the darkness. So that is actually the law of order of creation. Interestingly enough, combining the end of law of patterns really was saying the same thing too. There are the forces that be that want to keep us in darkness. How do they do that? Well, they actually did that by creating dysfunctional, negative, low vibrational, destructive patterns, right? So we have to change the patterns. And now more people are reaching towards the light than darkness. And hey, how can you better do that? Well, yeah, change your patterns, change your way of thinking, make intentions, do from the light. So it's kind of funny, without it not being the right law, it still pretty much is saying the same exact thing. That we've been manipulated. Bottom line, humanity has been manipulated. Anybody, we've been screwed with. And we're still being screwed with. That's why you have to try so hard to stay on the path of light. The air's poisoned, the water's poisoned, the food is messed with and poisoned, and it's like it's an assault on your body all the time. And that can then the media and the news and the distractional politics and the basically all the situations that you're put in to separate your energy from other people's energy. Like, have you noticed you're always being asked to choose a team, choose a side, choose a viewpoint that splits everybody down the middle? That's another way that we're manipulated. energetically and mentally. And yeah, there's just a lot going on that keeps us in the lower vibrational realm. So if you become aware of that in your life, then you're like, oh, dang, no, you don't. And then you make intentions to feel good no matter what. Reach inside yourself for that inner guidance. Have your energy rise and raise and connect with the highest frequencies that you can, always striving and reaching towards the light. That is your nature. That is why so many more people now are just naturally inclined to reach that way. And we have tipped the scale, that critical point in humanity. Now there is some hope for humanity, right? And I was just actually telling my girls last night, they were talking about how we need to clean up the oceans and people basically don't care for the earth. And I just blurted out, but yeah, people aren't going to be able to care for the earth until they care for themselves, until they respect themselves enough to take care of themselves and to do their spiritual journey and, love themselves. Like, until they do that, they're not going to love the planet. They're not going to love the earth. They're not going to love Gaia Chitaya. Earth Terra is not going to be on top of their list if they don't recognize themselves as divine spiritual beings that they are. It's not optional whether you think that you're spiritual or not. You are spirit. Every single human being is spirit incarnated into a physical vessel. And once more people realize that, bam, things are just going to open up for them. They're going to wake up, and yeah, they'll find themselves either as a student or an apprentice or a journeyman, or even possibly mastering a lot of the lessons that come with this incarnation on the earth plane. So anyways, with that, let's get our law of today. Sorry, law of order of creation. I got out of order for the law of order of creation, but it still kind of made sense yesterday, and it makes sense today even. I mean, hey, whatever. It doesn't really change it much reading the new paragraph that goes with it. All right. You still with me? Oh my God. What do you need patience for today? Everything. Okay. Law number 65, the law of patience. So shout out to my friend Luke, who made me the mantra. That was so nice. I listened to it again. I'm thinking of you because that is the first sentence in the law of patience. It said, Luke said. So probably not my friend Luke, stream with Luke, but another Luke that I believe is in the Bible said, Luke said, in your patience, possess ye your souls. So Luke said, in your patience, possess ye your souls. It goes on to say, patience involves spiritual, mental, and physical thought and action. Through it, we learn to know ourselves, to measure and test our ideals, to use faith, and to seek understanding through all the other virtues. See, even 13 years ago, I knew it was huge. Patience allows all other virtues to manifest more profoundly. Patiently, we realize that any fault we see in another is one we have personal knowledge of from prior experience. Patiently, we seek true understanding, not just knowledge, as we realize that every soul is totally unique and will come to its enlightenment in its own time. Okay, so that is the law of patience. Yeah, understanding that everyone is on their own path. They're on their own place in their journey. That takes patience, because if you're a journeyman and there's a student that's just on the beginning of their path, I mean, it's like you have to have patience with them. because they haven't figured out like diddly squat yet. But yet it's beautiful to see them wake up, right? So you don't want to step into your ego. You don't want to be arrogant. You don't want to be like, been there, done that. Like, let me tell you everything I know. Like, if you really are moving along on your path, going from journeyman to someone who is mastering the lesson, then you have patience. You have wisdom to know to shut up. You wait patiently for people to catch up with you. You patiently lead by example again and again and again. It's the law of patience. In your patience, possess ye your souls. What's up, ye? But yeah, for real, that patience leads you to the understanding that you are an eternal being. You're not in a hurry once you really get a grasp on patience, because you understand your eternal nature, and there's really like no rush. Like, I know I drive a lot of people crazy because I'm usually never in a rush at all. And it's because I know there's no point to that. I don't know. I just know on some level now that, I just know that I literally have all the time in the world and then some. So yeah, you use patience to know yourself, to measure and test your ideals, to use faith, and to seek understanding through all the other virtues. So under the law of patience, this magical stuff called patience allows all the other virtues to manifest more profoundly. So if you've got the patience, you can manifest everything else to a greater degree. And patiently we realize that if we're seeing something in someone else that's like even negative or it's at fault, it's like, whoa, we're seeing this reflected back to us because we have prior experience from it. So we patiently wait. We patiently seek true understanding. We don't just want information. Like, yeah, we can read these laws. We can talk, but what we're actually looking for is true understanding, right? I don't ever expect myself to recite any of this shit. But what I do expect myself is to have a true understanding of it that I can apply to my life and be a better person, feel more divinely connected to the universe because I understand it, because I took the time to contemplate it, to think about it, to integrate it, to assimilate it. That's what creates true understanding. And yeah, the law of patience, high five to you, because we do want to take that patience and realize that every single soul is totally unique and will come to enlightenment in its own time. And some people, it ain't going to probably be in this lifetime. I hope it is. But it's like, can you still have the patience with them? Can you have the patience with everyone, including yourself? Especially if you don't feel like you're where you want to be. Like, personally, I'm impressed with myself all the time. But I do have moments, of course, that like even my patience gets tested. Like, oh, I wish I would have mastered this by now. But what's the rush? There is no rush. We will come to enlightenment in our own time. It doesn't mean you can't take the initiative using your own will and your own intentions to focus on that. Doesn't mean you need to be a lazy SOB in your life. Like, you can still be focused, have direction, set your sights on enlightenment. You're allowed to do that, but you do have to have patience with yourself, knowing that enlightenment will come in its own time. So anyways, that's our 65th law that we've done, and this one is all on the same page, so I know that's all there is to it. That was the law of patience. All right, so yeah, for sure, I think that I will probably have to, you know, over the next few days, I feel a wave of needing to be more patient with everyone around me. I lost a little bit of my patience yesterday with my daughters because they were really having like a sassy moment. And hey, if anyone knows how to be a spoiled, ungrateful child, like it was totally me growing up. You know, like a lot of times I didn't appreciate everything my mom did for me as like a single mom working so hard. I was still a total brat. Oh yeah, for sure. Total brat. And so feeling guilty for probably doing that to my mom, when it rears up in my children, I like stomp it down quick. I'm like, no, we cannot continue this nasty ass pattern, you know? So they had a moment yesterday, but it got worked out, you know. But yeah, I'm just calling myself out. Like, I totally had several moments yesterday where, yeah, it was a little loss of patience, but it was also kind of like setting boundaries, being the parent, you know, occasionally I have to do that. And then also at the end of the day, I got my period. Which is always like, oh, so that's why you were kind of a bitch today. Not that I'm making excuses for myself, but can I just say it's a freaking week early. Let me shuffle these cards angrily. We're doing the Soul Trees first, and then we're doing the Magic Flowers by Tess Whitehurst. And the Soul Trees is by Allison Williams. Yee. What's up, Yee? In your patience possess ye your souls. But anyways, yeah, like I already have a short menstrual cycle. Like I am 28 days on the dot. And I was like, what? I thought I had another week. And I went back and I counted the days, 20 freaking 1. So obviously that is from an overload of personal stress in my life. I get that, but it's still, I feel like if there was a menstruation court system, I would appeal this. Like I would be like, this is wrong. I'm taking my period to court. I should have had another week. I should have had another week, but hey, I don't know. Maybe it gets a little wonky here at the, like, do I just have like one more decade of this? So anyways, whatever. I'm gonna, no pun intended, gonna just go with the flow. All right, let's get some trees. I just want a few trees to see kind of like what kind of things do we need to be patient about? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. We're talking about the law of patience today. What kind of things are like on tap for us to practice being patient with? Maybe a few challenges or, okay, let's see. Are you freaking kidding me? 2 cards just flipped up, and I am not joking you. I'm going to take a picture of my lap. I'm sitting all cross-legged, and the patience card, I'm not joking. I'm not going to cry today, but the patience card just flipped up and is staring at me. It's dark. It's a black card with this white tree, and it's patience. And underneath it is believe. I love my cards so much. Who needs friends and lovers when you have oracle cards? I'm just saying. So we just got the patience card and the believe card flipping out together. Like, can you believe in this magic? Can you believe in yourself to have the potential to have patience? Can you believe in all of this amazingly fun stuff? So I'm going to do top, which is trust, and bottom, which is release. So, whoa. You guys, I'm always impressed with my cards. I love my cards, you know. But again, I'm like, oracle cards are my boyfriend. That's what I'm like today. Jeez. So the patience flipped out with believe, and then on the top was trust, and on the bottom was release. So we have just bypassed the petty shit is what we just did right here. You know, like I was shuffling those cards being like, is there anything that we need to work on? Is da 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 da, you know what I mean? And it's just like, could you just let it go? The release card is like just merging right into the believe card. Could you just believe and trust and release it to the mother truckin' universe? Can you just have some patience that we have everything lined up for you? Can you just have some patience that better things are on the way? Can you just have some patience that all the work you've been doing year upon year is going to finally click in for you? Right? You've done the work. Now can you have some patience? Can you also get some reading glasses? Because that card does not say trust. It says truth. Truth. All right, it's patience, believe, truth, release. Do I need reading glasses? Hey, I'm like, I don't want them. All right. So anyways, I love these cards. This has been so fun. Let me grab the Magic of Flowers and my ginger maple tea, and let me come right back. I need to wiggle this out because I am still like kind of happy that the patience card flipped out with believe, with truth and release. Okay, so I have the tea in front of me, but it's so hot, I guess I'll drink it in an hour. Did I tell you how I laid these cards out? So I put the 4 archangel sigils. They're these crystally glass stones with the 4 archangel symbols engraved in them. These gold, they're like, they painted them gold or whatever. So they're in the center, and then it's kind of reminds you of like a patchy, it kind of looks like a patchwork a little bit. Like the cards are going around these sigils. I almost said chords are going around the sigils, which is interesting because I am really calling on Archangel Michael to help me cut some chords this week. So anyways, there's an archangel in the corner. It's kind of creating like a box or like a ring, right? Like they're in the center, and these cards have kind of corralled them. But like Archangel Gabriel is in the corner of patience and believe. And then Archangel Raphael is in the top corner of patience and truth. Uriel is in between truth and release. And Archangel Michael's down here in the bottom left corner with release and believe. Ooh, so anyways, whatever is, if there's anything that you need to release, just believe that the universe is going to take care of it for you. So yeah, like I've definitely been cleaning up a little bit in my mind and, strengthening my faith and my truth, trying to have patience, really trying to have patience with myself. Like whenever I have things mentally that are kind of stuck, like I want to let them go. So I'm so happy to see the release tree. These all came in upright, by the way, but they're going around in a circle around the square. Like, so any way you look at it, it kind of looks a little different. So anyways, we are going to pull some beautiful flower goddesses from the Magic of Flowers. Flowers are so amazing. I went out yesterday and picked some flowers to make a tea for my hair, as like a scalp rinse and just a spritz on my hair. Like if I'm not going to wash my hair more than like once or twice a week, I have to actually spritz it like with a little bit of water so that the curls are encouraged to stay around, or waves are encouraged to stay around, instead of it going into like frizzy, crazy land, you know? So yeah, I can use oil, but sometimes I don't always feel like oiling down. Actually, the tea that I make is very softening. It's good for your scalp. It had goldenrod flowers, red clover flowers, some tulsi leaves and flowers, calendula flowers, and then I have a bunch of aloe in my freezer. When my dog knocked over my giant aloe, broke all the aloe leaves off of it, I just chuck them in the freezer, and frozen aloe actually just snaps really easy into pieces right from the freezer. So I put some aloe in it, and simmered it for a little bit, let it sit till it cooled. It's really dark, really rich. I poured half into a spray bottle and just sprayed it on my scalp last night and my hair, and I'll do the same again today. And then the other half of it, I just poured into an old smoothie plastic bottle and put it in the freezer. So like in a week or two, I could, or in the middle of this winter, if I want to save it, I just, bring it out, let it thaw out, and, because it only lasts so long. And unless you're dousing your head with it, it's going to go bad before you use it all up, because there's no preservatives in it. It's just a really strong tea. And but your hair really loves it, and your scalp really loves it. So flowers here at the beginning of October, we still got a few here and there. I actually was walking around my house, and I have a second batch of motherwort coming on. So it's nature is amazing. Nature is really incredible. I love her. I do. I love her. I love her. I love her. I love her so much. And so I'm just really trying to take in and appreciate and utilize nature while I still have her, because once winter comes in, I'll just have dried flowers, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same. But you appreciate them, but it's just not the same. All right, shall we have some cards, or should I just ramble all day? All right, so believe, patience, truth, release. Allow patience to be your truth, right? Allow the laws of the universe to be your truth. Believe it and release it, and don't worry about it no more. All right, so we've got the carnation, which is definitely Phoenix energy coming in, just releasing. I'm going to put it down here. I was going to put it up there by truth because it looked so pretty next to the red, but it wouldn't lay there. So it kind of came in a little bit reversed. Way to soften those edges. So it's kind of okay, what are you not releasing? Okay. Why are you holding yourself back from emerging as a new you? Right? It is time to be reborn, in the sense that you have let all the negative shit go and you're just free now. You're free. So even though she's upside down, she's so open. Her arms are completely back. Her chest is out. She's, flying basically. If she was upright, she would be rising from the flames. But looking at her coming down, it's just a total surrender. That's what it looks like. It's a total fiery surrender coming out of these flaming red carnations. Just really allowing yourself to change, to transform, to emerge from your ashes. I mean, sometimes the best thing that can happen to us is being, figuratively burnt to the effing ground and just emerge again. Reemerge again as that Phoenix energy. Don't be afraid of becoming nothing, because you'll come back. You will come back. So Iris is on the bottom then, and she is upright. She is in front of a rainbow. Her arms are also up. Her arms are also open. Her chest is open. Her heart is receiving. Iris has a message to fine tune. So it's kind of like maybe there is nothing like major like that you need to do, want to do. You know what I mean? Like you're really in a good place. If you're hanging out with me, like not to be arrogant, but if you're hanging out with me, I'm assuming you're in a pretty decent place. Like you're not just like someone who has no idea what I'm talking about, because if you just stumbled in here and you didn't understand anything, you'd just be so repulsed. You'll be like, what the hell is she even talking about? Why is she excited she pulled the patience card? What are these laws of the universe? You'd turn around and leave. But you didn't. You stayed. So that to me says you're probably pretty far in on your journey. Like you're not just a student. You're probably definitely on your way to being a journeyman. I mean, you could still just be an apprentice, but you're probably journeyman and mastering some lessons. If you, I mean, I'm not just saying, but anyways, you're doing good. I'm doing good. We're all doing good. We're all sitting under this rainbow. And what we really just need to do at this point is fine tune. We've done a lot of the drudgery, a lot of the shadow work. We've literally looked into that black mirror, and we've seen our dark spots. As I die here. We've seen the things that we needed help with, and we worked through it. And now it's just like this fine tuning. And it's like now it's like our manifestations just need to be refined, cleaned up. Fine tuning. So Iris comes in with the message of fine tuning, and carnations over there with rebirth. Okay, so let's get 2 more cards, because I feel like balance-wise, we need them. I hate to even ask what you'd like for us to fine tune, but let's see what we've got at the top. It's impatience. It's impatience, which is divine timing. Just coming in, I think, as, a message that everything is going to happen in divine timing. And on the bottom, oh, how sweet. On the bottom is Calla Lily, which she's in front of like this. There's waterfalls in the back, but it also kind of feels to me like a morning misty swamp scene too. But it's all about being still. So we're going to put her up there. She hardly fits. But it's like be still and be patient. Be still and have some faith. Believe in divine timing. Quit getting so irritated with the universe for not hopping to it. Come on, where's my stuff? Where's my lover? Where's my wisdom? Could you just sit still and get into this now moment where all your power is? That's what Calla Lily says. Be still. Oh, this woman's eyes are open. They are open. She is awake. She is aware. She is present. And what she has the wisdom to do now is to just be still. Impatience. She is also still. She's walking with her parasol and her kimono in front of a mountain. She knows that all things come in time. Everything in this layout here is kind of still right now and just holding space. When I look at this layout, it definitely holds space. and it holds the energy within it. There's a lot of motion in it. It's almost as if I have created an inner and an outer circle with a solid middle, right? But everything's still moving in this layout. Everything is still changing and transforming, even if it doesn't seem to be moving fast. Everything is still in motion, right? Just like, the volcano erupts and like the mountain is created, the island is created. It can be a very, very slow process. The continents are moving, but ever so slowly. Everything is in motion. Your life is in motion, but you need to be still and you need to be patient, waiting for that perfect time to have your moment of rebirth. But it's only until you believe and release and fine-tune that this truly is your truth in your life. So I don't know about you, but I really needed to see this carnation card. I really needed to just see her emerging as she is just truly allowing herself to be. This card, I'm going to read from the book now, The Magic of Flowers Companion by Tess Whitehurst, because, I want to see what else the card has to say. So carnation's magical specialties, because there's other messages, that you're going to hear for yourself. So let's just see. This also has to do with beauty and heart healing and longevity and love and perspective and, yes, rebirth, but also vigor. Such an aggressive word, that vigor. So anyways, let me get my text message. I'm telling you what. Whether you realize it or not, you are in the midst of a very powerful and positive transformation. Are you aware of it? I feel like I am faux show. In some very real way, you and your life circumstances are being reborn. And the object of your inquiry has something to do with this shift. So in reality, nothing ever ends. Everything simply transforms from one state to another. Yeah, like energy cannot be created or destroyed, only changed, only transformed. It only keeps going into something new. Letting go of the old ways, letting go of the old always makes room for the new. When one door closes, right, what happens? Another one opens. But when one door closes, the bitterest challenges can be exactly the things that allow us to fully savor life's sweetest blessings. So yeah, even in like culinary stuff, it really is that bitter. The bitters, the herbal bitters, shout out to the herbal bitters. You make us appreciate the sweet, right? The contrast helps us, really take in how sweet flavors can be. And in our life, those moments that are hard and bitter, really do create appreciation in our lives. And side note, bitters help so much with digestion. We love you. So there is activity around you, and there is also activity within you in the forms of thoughts and feelings and judgments. Oh, can you hear me better now that I'm actually talking into the microphone? But if you can take a moment to tune in, can you see that there is something behind all of that? So behind all of your thoughts and your feelings and judgments and your circumstances, there is an awareness that observes and allows. There's a bigger, grander part of you. Can you notice an open, empty consciousness that does not identify with time, space, or ego? Can you notice this energy? When you connect with this 0 point field of your being, you can allow this rebirthing process to flower in the most beautiful way. You won't grasp and you won't judge, or if you do, you won't be able to allow even that with humor and forgiveness. You will be able to allow. So when you get into that 0 point, non-judgmental, unconditional love, just sort of observer role that I often talk about, you can just allow things to unfold. When you notice your thoughts struggling, if your ego's kicking in, you're worrying, you're getting obsessive, don't fight them. Smile at them. Smile at yourself. Step back from these negative thoughts and just let them spin out and run their course without giving them any extra energy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's still running around in our heads that we just kind of have to let them tire out and just, run their course. But as soon as you give them attention, as soon as you attach to them, as soon as you identify with them, like thinking that your thoughts are you, then you keep them going. You are not your thoughts, okay? You are not your thoughts. Those thoughts in your head are not you. You do not have to claim them. So this is the mindset that will transform your challenges into fertile compost and let your transformation blossom forth in all its glory. So take a deep breath with that. Just giving yourself permission to let all the crazy, flaming, just obsessions. I like that word, resonated with me. The things that we're getting obsessive about, let them just fizzle out. Let them run their course. Let them burn themselves to the ground. So the following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation. So I'll read the list here from the guidebook, and if there's any that particularly call out to you, just notice it and see how that, connects to you, resonates with you, so that you can get the message that your higher self is wanting you to hear. So what you thought was a tragedy was simply a transformation from one state to another. Surrender to change and embrace the process. You are undergoing a positive rebirthing process, and the divine is currently infusing you with great physical and spiritual power. Your current changes will ultimately prove to be positive in very important ways. Your seeming challenges are sowing the seeds of great blessings. Allow yourself to fully feel your feelings, but do not attach or identify with them. Release the old to make room for the new. This situation relates to a past life relationship, issue, or challenge. So yeah, sometimes things coming up today, it's like, where the hell did this come from? Your last life, honey. Like you didn't finish it last time, so here it is this time. Surprise. So it is a great suggestion to maybe get a past life regression, or get on YouTube, listen to a past life regression meditation recording, and release the past and gain clarity on the present. So yeah, we need to heal our past incarnations. I know, it's like you already had enough to do, and now you have to heal incarnations that you can't even remember. So yeah, if you get a chance today, if you go to the grocery store and you see a carnation, at least walk by and say hello to it. smell it, see if it has any essence to it. I know the little teeny ones I've grown in the garden before, the pinks, they smell like clove. But yeah, just spend some time with carnation. Maybe even just spend some time looking at this card. I'll take a picture of it and put it on Herb Oracle, and really just allow yourself to release. So I love that we got the release card, the believe card, the patience card, and the truth card, because this rebirth card needs all of those energetic aspects to fully release the old and incarnate the new. All right, so moving around the circle here, we have Iris next, and she's the one who's standing like on the rocks in front of the waterfall, and her arms are up, and there's a rainbow, and then the irises are in the front of the card, looking so beautiful. They're so unique looking, really, when you take time to look at the iris. They're really awesome, really different, really, really different. So this is all about fine tune. But Iris has some other magical specialties that you might be able to connect with. It's alignment with inner truth. And of course, we got the truth tree, which I thought was the trust tree. Trust me, it's truth. It's all about alignment with inner truth, creativity, energetic balance and calibration, intuition, and divine messages. So Iris is love drawing. It's all about purification and protection. So there is a lot to go with the simple message of fine tuning. Iris brings a lot to the table. And just even seeing like the energy of the waterfall, it is such a purifying process, like for the water, you know what I mean? Like it just seems like even when I pour my water from the glass container into my glass that I'm drinking out of, just that movement of the water, I always feel like kind of re-energizes it, and I'm sending love to it, and I'm blessing my water. Bless you, water, bless every drop of you. I put my intentions into it, but it's like that movement is so purifying. So even being around a little bit of a waterfall or running water, doesn't that just feel so good? So the time is right. Iris is coming in to tell us that the time is right to adjust and attend to the finer details. Like pure white sunlight shining through droplets of water to sort and balance the rays into the appearance of a rainbow. Or like a tuning fork helping instruments find their ideal resonance. Become conscious of subtle energies at work, and then sort and balance them into a harmoniously beautiful arrangement. So how do you do that? Well, we're skipping ahead over there to Calla Lily, but like being still helps you tune into the subtle energies, being quiet. None of these ladies in any of these 4 flower cards are shouting or making any noise. Everyone is being quiet. So in our life, it appears that the situation at hand does not require a major overhaul, but rather one of just more subtle shifts. So it's kind of like Carnation saying like, yeah, this rebirth thing, like it's actually maybe already happened. Like you already went through the flames. Part of me wanted to say through the flames of hell, but part of you already went through this rebirthing process, and you're coming out on the other side, right? It's already happened. Now it's fine tuning. So this could be small changes in your self-care, in your health care, in your eating habits, maybe just clearing out some clutter in your life, rearranging your home, taking better care of yourself, taking some more naps, daily meditation, some deep breathing exercises, just getting outside into nature. Or maybe it's just simply adopting a more positive, self-loving, and pleasantly expectant perspective. Like nothing huge has to change in your life today. Just tiny little details that you can fine tune. Although you might be craving a larger shift, right? That's why we're talking about the law of patience today. Just be assured that small changes in the present never fail to bring about large changes in the future. So you don't need everything to change huge today. Just little baby steps, okay? Little steps, fine tune. Be patient for that divine timing to kick in, to bring in your big changes in the future. Tess says, for example, consider the effect of dropping a tiny pebble in a still lake, or of a butterfly flapping her wings. Remember the Taoist proverb, the journey of 1,000 miles starts beneath your feet. So it's like, yeah, like just take one step today. And then you'll take another one and another one. But you don't need to run the whole 60-mile race today. Do you believe that there's people that run 60-mile incredible race? I don't even get it. I can't even relate. All right, but anyways. So whatever you've been preparing for, okay, this card is saying that you've done most of the work, but you still have some of the finer things to attend to, like just some details, just some contingencies to prepare for, or some flourishes to add. So let's just see the little details that you can work on today. This card is also about energy healing. The iris is also about energy healing. So yeah, maybe you could really benefit right now from some Reiki or acupuncture or feng shui or craniosacral therapy. You might also be receiving a message that it's time for you to learn, refine, or practice a healing modality as a hobby for yourself, or maybe a career path. And just yesterday, I found myself talking again to more people, another person, about when I grow up, I want to be a hypnotist, right? When I grow up, I really want to maybe look more into that because I'm being drawn to it, I'm being called to it, and I really feel like I need to help more people. Right? I need to help heal more people. I'm tired of watching people suffer my whole life. So, at some point in my life, I really am going to have to step up and commit to doing something that really can help quite a few people at once, or really impact some lives. Because I do feel yes, I've been on my own healing journey, but I have something within me that's yeah. And now it's pretty much time to start helping other people all the time. So yeah, when I grow up, definitely by the time I'm 50, I should probably be a grown up by then. I hope to be doing something in that realm or whatever else is in alignment with the highest good of the all. I am open to it. So now I'm going to read you a few ideas and messages that may call out to you and may resonate from the iris. Attend to the details. Change, establish, or release a habit. Release. Shift your perspective. Clear clutter. Clear clutter. Practice feng shui in your home or arrange your home in a way that feels more convenient and inspiring. Make small changes in your home that uplift your spirit, such as hanging a rainbow crystal in a window, or here you go, cleaning the inside of the fridge. Come on, you actually know it probably needs done. So Iris encourages us to take subtle action rather than obvious over-the-top action. Take that subtle action. Tie up some loose ends and fine-tune your plans and preparations. Do the things that you've been putting off, right? Get your teeth cleaned, wash your car, roll up some loose change, little things. Do something little today. Schedule an energy healing. Learn an alternative healing modality. Here you go. Take a sea salt bath. Take a dunk in a clean, moving body of water. Or smudge yourself with white sage smoke to clear and calibrate your energy field. Cleanse and clear the energy in your home. You can cleanse the energy in your home with smudging some sage, using a chime, make some sound, put some sea salt around. Ask yourself, what small changes can I make in my life that will help purify and balance my energy field? Ask yourself, what can I release in order to improve my personal vibration? So yeah, Iris is all about fine-tuning and releasing, and it's right beside, it's on the corner of release and believe. So what can you release in order to improve your vibration? Release it and then believe it that it is in your highest good to do so. All right, so put your arms up in the air. Doesn't stretching feel so good today? Like, I've just been trying to take more time to roll my neck around. I've been watching these Spanish dancers, really intimate Kundalini dancing, but regardless, they are really relaxed in their movements. And, the ladies put their head the whole way back, and they rotate their head. And when I did that the other day, it was like creak, creak, crack, and you could hear that arthritic grinding in the neck. And I was like, whoa, I definitely need to move my neck, move my spine, move my body every day, just allowing that energy to flow through me. And last night I did a self-guided meditation, and as I went deeper into trance, I could feel my body wiggling and squirming and allowing that energy to spiral up my spine. So there really is these subtle energies now that if you do allow yourself to be still and be quiet, you'll feel them for sure. So next up, we've got impatience. I'm taking the time because everything is encouraging me to do that, to really just read over these today. Just let it all sink in. No rush today. No rush. Although I hear my rabbits downstairs being like, well, we wish you would hurry up and come down and feed us. But impatience is all about divine timing. It's alignment with divine timing. It's about being present and grounding. And that's it. That is her magical specialties. Very focused, very certain, very sure, right? Understanding it's in that divine timing that all things happen. The law of patience. So impatience, beautiful as she is, says, be assured that the realm of spirit is orchestrating everything perfectly, down to the smallest detail. Do your best to release the desire to control things or make them other than what they are. You don't need to plow through. You don't need to push. You don't have to force anything to happen. Believe. Trust. The more you release this tendency to control, the more everything will just seem to miraculously unfold more and more often. And you will find yourself in the perfect place at the perfect time, doing the perfect thing. Similarly, you will receive good news and all forms of help in exactly the times and ways that are most beneficial to you. So it's when you give it over to your higher self and spirit and God and creator and the universe, let the powers that truly be right? The higher powers, just let them help you and let them orchestrate everything. You've asked. Now it's time for you to allow and receive. Like the universe knows what you want, knows what you need, knows what will be best for you. Now it's just time for you to let it fall into place. So if you take a moment to consider this mindset, you will see it is actually quite logical, right? But first of all, there is no sense in attempting to control things that are beyond your ability to control. Like, what's the point of that? It's a waste of energy. It can become a chronic source of anxiety when you're trying to control your life that is uncontrollable. Second, even when there are some factors that you can control, you are so close to your own life that you can't see the big picture as it's unfolding. So as you're micromanaging the hell out of your life, you're closing your perspective to be very narrow. You don't get that broader, grander view of the bigger picture. You can't see it unfolding when you are focusing on the tiny, tiny, tiny things. It's like you're a pilot and the divine realm is the air traffic controller. Even if you can't possibly be aware of all the factors at work, relax and trust that the realm of spirit can. They can see for you. They can see what's ahead for you. Let them guide you. In the distance of this card, there is a mountain. And just like that mountain, find stillness and patience and consider the long view. And like the woman on the card, feel that you are safely shielded and protected beneath the magical umbrella of divine timing. Relax. Trust. Dwell in a state of inner quiet. All is well. So love what is and release attachment to a forced idea of what should be. Everything is perfectly unfolding. Everything is occurring in perfect and divine timing. Relax and release the need to control. Inwardly or out loud, recite the serenity prayer. Trust the details to divine orchestration. Don't hurry. Don't rush. There is no competition for your life path. No one can do exactly what you can do in exactly the way that you do it. There is no competition. Take your time and do it right. Disengage from the hustle and bustle. Don't panic about deadlines or other seeming time constraints. Disengage. Enjoy all the phases of your life. Release attachment to the past. Release anxiety about the future. Be here now. Surrender to the journey of life. Trust the process of life. Enjoy the experience of things rather than being overly concerned with results or outcomes. Stop along the way to enjoy the view and smell the flowers. Take things one step at a time. And impatience reminds us to make a point of enjoying all the people, all of the animals, and all the moments in your life. Yeah. Be here, right now. All of these flowers today are so reassuring. As is, that is the law of patience. Once we get into that patient mindset, all other virtues can expand profoundly. It really is definitely a subtle energy that greatly benefits us to tap into. In our current present moment, it just helps us relax into knowing that everything is as it should be. We can chill out. We don't have to be full of anxiety. We don't have to control things, right? We can just let things unfold while utilizing all, the things that we do know how to do. And one of the things that a technique is definitely to be still. If you want to improve your energy, your vibration, your frequency, you want to raise it, you want to feel better, be still. Slow down. Absolutely. So our last flower is calla lily. She is all about being still, and she's also about her other magical specialties in the Magic of Flowers companion is all about divine connection. It's opening the crown chakra. Calla lily is about peace, peaceful transitions, saintliness. Oh, God bless her. She's all about sleep, which I did not get enough of last night, I guess, but hey, whatever. Calla lily is all about soothing grief. And she also represents true innocence. So there is a lot of magical and subtle messages that we can tap into from the calla lily. Because when we do have changes in our lives, it is kind of a grieving process, you have to let go of the old. And yeah, that is a process of releasing, but sometimes you have to also go through the process of grieving a little bit too, letting go of the old, before you can welcome in the new. So it's a process. So definitely feel your feelings. You don't need to attach to them, but definitely recognize them, feel them, release them. At your heart, and in the very center of your being, there is a stillness. Right at this moment, take a break from listening to me, from reading. Just take a break and close your eyes. Notice your breath as it goes in and out. Consciously relax your muscles and settle your mind like a pebble falling through the water to rest at the bottom of a lake. Can you feel the stillness within you and all around you? While there is the appearance of time and motion at the center of the vortex, there is an immaculate and eternal calm. So I love that this is talking about this because I mentioned that at the center of this layout, there is that still place of the archangels that I felt like was not moving. And now this layout really represents to me that even in the chaos of our life, in the constant motion of our daily living, there always is at the center within us, in our heart space, that quiet place of peace that we have access to at any time, every minute of every hour of every day. We have the option to go within and to connect with that eternal calm. Even if on top of the lake is busy with boats and all the stirrings, down below, deep within the lake, it is calm. So if this card appears, if it's in the past position, which this is just not really in any position, it means that action is not required at this time. So it also might be suggesting that you need to quiet your mind and soothe your stress. But this to me is our last card. So I feel like if anything, it's either present, continual, or future. Then it would indicate to us that we have done what is necessary. And we will benefit most from letting go of any attachment to the outcome and relaxing into the knowledge that whatever is meant to be will perfectly unfold all on its own. So yeah, that probably resonates the most with me, because Iris also said that, we've done a lot of the blunt work. Like, now it's fine tuning, now it's releasing, now it's relaxing, now it's trusting, knowing that this divine orchestration is our truth. The flowers know this truth. They really do. They have full faith in Mother Nature that everything will be as it should be. Everything will perfectly unfold all on its own. The flower doesn't try to bloom. It just blooms. So yeah, this modern world that we live in often gives us the impression that we must always be busy doing something. We must always be busy thinking something, saying something, fixing something, or intervening in some way. But in truth, the yang must be balanced by an equal amount of yin if we desire to be receptive and open to all forms of blessings and enjoyment. In other words, without space around things, we will be lost in the clutter of life. No matter how much stuff there is to enjoy, activities, thoughts, text messages, TV shows, relationships, or actual physical objects, we cannot enjoy a drop of it. Oh, wow. We cannot enjoy a drop of it if we are drowning in it. So that is 2 messages that we got to declutter. So whether that is your physical space, your emotional space, your mental space, your activities that you have signed up for, if you are so busy that you are drowning in it, you're not going to enjoy it. If you have too much stuff around you, you're not going to appreciate it. If you just downsized a bit then and just kept the stuff that truly spoke to you, you would love your space so much more. If you just got rid of all the bullshit in your life and just kept the people and things that you truly cared for and loved, your life will be enhanced. So Calla Lily says, people flock from all over the world to see the Grand Canyon, but it's not the rocks they come to gaze at. It's the empty space. It's the empty space. So find this empty space within and marvel at its majestic beauty and vast magical power. So go within to that 0 point energy. Go within to that quiet space that has no judgment, no ego, no thoughts. It's just presence. It's just stillness. It's peace. It's energy. It's you. Go within and find the beauty. Find the magic within. So a few ideas to end on from Calla Lily. See which ones resonate with you. Action is not required at this time. Take a step back and relax. Go on a retreat. Spend time in nature. Meditate. get a massage, or otherwise reduce the effects of stress. Release attachment to outcome. Release attachment to outcome. Clear clutter in your home to create a serene environment. Take steps to soften the energy in your home with things like soothing music and aromatherapy. Pare down your activities. Release any relationships or responsibilities that you're holding on to out of guilt, obligation, or ego. Take a moment to gain clearer perspective before moving forward. Release time-wasting habits that don't nourish you, such as excessive television watching, email checking, or texting. Drink less caffeine. Get more sleep. Take a nap. Diffuse any arguments or disagreements by refusing to participate. Throughout the day, notice your breath as it goes in and out. Be here now. Know that everything is perfectly unfolding. Wow, I don't even feel like getting revved up here at the end. I mean, after all of these messages to chill the F out, to be patient, to relax, to meditate, to simplify, to just be in that present empty space. I mean, dang. So thank you to the beautiful soul trees that came in. Patience, believe, release, truth. It just went hand in hand with carnation, iris, impatience, and calla lily. So many beautiful, relaxing, wonderful, encouraging, supportive messages today that came through to let us know to just allow things to keep unfolding, to allow yourself to get into that space more and more of allowing and receiving, right? And releasing. If it no longer serves you, release it. Release, 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 release until there is nothing left but the true you and your highest calling and the things, people, places, experiences that speak to your soul and resonate with your heart. I don't want to harp and say that life is short, but seriously, it's your life. And it's your time to know that it's up to you to really only allow in now the things that you want in your life. And if the things that you want aren't seemingly there, just have a little trust in knowing that the universe is working on that for you, babe. The universe is orchestrating everything, but it's all about divine timing. So allow that law of patience to infuse your life and support, encourage, and hold you in a state of patience that you can enjoy this moment and just know that everything that has been promised to you is coming to you. But yeah, it is within all of these things that is going to happen. So what did it say? Oh yeah, what did Luke say? In your patience possess ye your souls. So yeah, within patience is like pretty much everything that we're looking for, and it allows everything to just manifest and unfold so beautifully. So yeah, just take a little comfort, and yeah, just this beautiful knowingness that everything is unfolding exactly the way it should be. And if it's not quite yet, then just know it really is all about a matter of fine-tuning your energy to get yourself into that place of releasing and receiving. So release it and believe and know that this is your truth. And this rebirthing process is all done under the umbrella of divine timing and the law of patience. So there you have it. I mean, my eyes are already closed as I'm speaking this. So I have heard these messages and I am going to take them in today as my truth and stay close to my heart center and connect with that quiet peace within.